everybody, my name's Zoe. Welcome to my first review. I'm going to be reviewing the Little Green Pro Heat. It's a portable upholstery cleaner. It works for your carpets, couches, all that kind of stuff. I've had it for the past few months. I've got a dog, and with dog comes dirt, so this thing has been a godsend. But there were a few things I wasn't expecting and sort of little tricks, so I'm just going to do a full review as well as a little how-to. Alright, let's get into it. Awesome, so before we get into our demo here, I wanted to go a little bit over sort of the features and the different things that are on the machine and come with the machine. So, two more parts, we have this guy, which is your spray nozzle. It's going to be the thing that your cleaning solution comes out of, and then the vacuum bit at the top, as well as this little bristle part, which sort of scrubs up the floor or the upholstery or whatever, just to get that extra dirt out of there. You're also going to get these two jugs. One is for your cleaning solution, and then this one is what's going to be holding all of your dirty water. It does come with a little sample of a Bissell cleaning solution, but I have a pet, so some of those stains are real serious, so we use the mini Bissell Pet Pro. Izzy does not mess around when it comes to playing, and it usually is super dirty, so I found that this product works the best for me, but there are different options depending on your needs. I like these little infographics here that show you exactly the machines that you should be using the special formulations with, as there are different ones for their smaller, more portable range and their larger range. Awesome, so let's get started setting this thing up. Follow me. The Pro Heat doesn't actually heat the water up, but it does have the ability to process larger water. So I usually run my tap hot for a few seconds, let it get to its max heat there. Obviously it's going to be dependent. If your tap gets really hot, you might want to be careful, as boiling water isn't recommended. Alrighty, we've got it filled up with our water. Now we're going to top it up with our Bissell. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you're a perfectionist, go off, but really, for me, if it's a little over, a little under, it's not the end of the world. Alrighty, so this is sort of what I use my Bissell Pro to deal with. We've got the culprit right over here, but basically just like small stains from when my dog's been playing in the dirt and then she lays down on the carpet. Can't give her a full bath every day, unfortunately. She threw up a little bit, so we're going to tackle that as well. Just wanted to show you guys the attachment a little bit before I turn the machine on and it gets a little bit noisy. Basically, we have our nozzle right over here, which we're going to be using this button to spray the solution out of. They recommend to leave the solution on for about 5 minutes, and then you can go to it with the head, which has these bristles here, which are going to agitate the dirt, and then it's just going to be vacuumed through right at the top. So this is what that original stain is looking like after one pass. It's a little bit tough to apply the pressure that I usually would while I'm holding the camera, but I'm just going to give it a spray. This time I'm not going to wait, and I'm going to put some serious pressure on there and then update you with what it looks like after 2 passes. And just to show you, we've got that spot right over here, and the stain is pretty much entirely gone. I'm just pulling back here so you guys can see that it's the same spot. It looks like the entire carpet was kind of dirty. I'm going to continue with the rest of the floor and some of those other stains. We just took care of that second stain there. It's going pretty well. So this is what it's looking like after. There's still some small little dots that I could go over. It's not the final product yet because it is still a little bit wet, which is causing a little bit of that blotchiness. So I think it did a really, really great job, especially in these areas where we had the puke stains before. But obviously there is still a little bit of patching, and sometimes it can be hard to get a consistent finish on a big piece of carpet like this because the nozzle is so small. And it just might be the only thing
Satisfying part for me, we have the dirty water tank that I'm going to empty now. The stack does come out at the bottom to clean it, which is awesome, but it really just shows me all of the dirt that's been pulled out of your carpets. Back in the tank goes. I like to give the tank a little bit of a rinse, either by taking the stack out at the bottom or just using this little hole up at the top to put some fresh water in and give it a little shake around. You definitely don't want to leave that dirty water in there, otherwise it's just going to be tough to clean and kind of ugly.
Alright, welcome back guys. I'm going to be finishing with my final thoughts on the Little Green Pro Heat by Bissell. It retails for 149 Canadian dollars. It is a powerful little machine. I'm going to start with my cons just so we can finish on a high note. There's nothing crazy that I hate about this machine, but there's a few things that I maybe wasn't expecting or was a little bit disappointed by. Alrighty, so my first con is that it doesn't heat the water. I don't know why I was expecting this, maybe because it's called the Pro Heat. It does maintain the temperature of water when you put a warmer water in, but it doesn't heat the water. I don't know, I was expecting this steaming, crazy, wonderful magic, but instead I just got lukewarm water that was maintained. This isn't the end of the world and it's not a huge con, but it's just something that I was expecting from the machine that was a little bit of a disappointment. Number 2 is that the machine can leave your carpet seeming a little bit patchy. It's advertised as a portable machine that is tough on smaller stains. Unfortunately, what ends up happening when you treat those smaller stains in a high traffic area is the carpet around the stain that you've treated can end up looking a little bit dingy and patchy. It's no fault of the machine, just something to think about when you're purchasing your Bissell products in terms of what you want your final product to look like and what your needs are. My third and final con, which sort of has a happy ending, is their warranty. It can be a little bit tough to navigate if something goes wrong with your machine. All machines are covered by a 3-year manufacturer warranty, which is wonderful, but like so many warranties, it is a little bit tough to actually cash out when something goes wrong. My machine actually had the hose break right after I shot the demo for you guys, so I have first-hand experience with dealing with that process. Originally, they wanted me to bring it to a third-party company that was going to fix it for me. It was pretty confusing, but after a little bit of chatting back and forth, they did finally decide to send me a new machine in the mail, which is pretty much the best outcome you can expect. So that's neither here nor there, but it is something to consider that it might be a little bit challenging for you to achieve cashing in that warranty if something does go wrong. I've heard good things. I think maybe I just got a little bit of a lemon. All the Amazon reviews are really, really good on this. But unfortunately, that was an issue I faced. And ultimately, the warranty did come through. It was just a little bit of back and forth. Alright guys, moving on to my pros because I do love this little machine. My first pro is going to be how portable, how small, and compact it is. I store this on top of my washing machine. You could pretty much put it in anywhere where you have a tiny corner. I love that it doesn't take up a lot of space, which is super important when you're living in a condo. I'm personally in downtown Toronto. Average condo size is about 500 square feet, so we will take extra space savings wherever we can. My second pro is that it does do what it's supposed to do. It is tough on small stains. You saw in my second demo video, that little orange stain came right up, 2 passes. That's incredible. I don't know how long it would have taken me to scrub and go through clean cloths to get that up. This makes it quick, easy, and effective. Next, I love how easy to clean they are. So I mentioned before the Hydro Rinse attachment. Basically, you just remove the original nozzle, put this at the top, and you run the machine. It pushes the water all the way through in a full circle, and it's going to clean out your hose. And then you just take out your dirty water tank, give it a rinse, and you're done. I love products that are easy to clean. I don't know if you guys have ever tried to clean a vacuum before, but all of that hair and that gunk and the screwdriver's out and it's just crazy. I love a cleaning product that took that into account and made it easy for you to clean it.
On the ocean.